What's going on, everyone? This is my match preview for tomorrow's game against Aston Villa. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. We've got, like 3 games in 5 days or something ridiculous coming up. We've got Leicester next after Villa, and then we've got the Liverpool game, which I'm hearing they're going to cancel again because the fans are planning to protest again. I'm getting bored of it. Look, I know you're trying to make a statement and you want change in the club, but these protests ain't going to do nothing. The Glazers ain't going nowhere. So they're not going anywhere. We're getting games of football cancelled, so we're losing out on football matches, and the players are losing out on games that they need to play to finish the season and points. So it's selfish behaviour, in my opinion. I've put it in a group today and got a load of backlash from it, yet when I put videos up of my match previews and try and create a community, nobody wants to know. So that speaks volumes in itself. But as I said, the Glazers ain't going nowhere, so these protests are doing nothing, and at the same time, we're missing out on games and we're missing out on points. And it's going to frustrate the players as well, because they're going to want to play that Liverpool game. Who wouldn't? So if we're not going to play it and it's going to keep getting cancelled, the game needs to be... the 3 points need to be given to Liverpool, or they just need to take the points from us. One of the two needs to happen, because I'm getting fed up with it. And I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. So, look, people can come at me all they want. Bring it on. I'm not for it. So, I want to see games of football. The Glazers ain't going nowhere, so when this happens and nothing changes, you're going to look like even more idiots than you already do. Pissheads breaking into a ground and causing violence. I know it's not all of them, but it's a whole big bunch of you that are doing it. So I don't feel any guilt or anything towards it. That's how I feel about it. So feel how you want to feel about it. But there's a lot of games coming up thick and fast, and we need to get that Liverpool game played. If not, take the points off us, because we deserve it. We've created this problem. Yes, the Glazers, we don't want them at the club, blah, blah, blah. But no other clubs are doing the protests anymore like we are. So that's not going to change it either. So we need to... It is what it is. Look, they're not going anywhere, so let's get this game played. It has to be played at some point. And the Villa game. My lineup, Henderson, I would go with. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw at the defence. Then I'd go with Matic and Fred in the 2 defensive midfield. Then I'll go with Greenwood on the right, Bruno at 10, Pogba on the left, Cavani up top. And on the bench I'd have David De Gea, Eric Bailly, Tuanzebe, McTominay, Donny van de Beek, Marcus Rashford and Juan Mata. Personally, I feel that he will play, probably Rashford will come back into the team, maybe for Cavani, but for me Cavani is a must. He must start in these games. It's going to be interesting to see what Ollie does do with the lineups over the next few games, because they're thick and fast, and I think it's going to be hard for the same players to play every game. I don't think it's realistic either. So he's going to have to switch it up in some instances anyway, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does. But another thing people aren't thinking about with these protests is the players are going to get frustrated that they can't play this game as well. So you're going to cause even more division between the players and the fans as well. And I don't think the fans are thinking about that. So the game's got to be played at some point, even if it's moved to a neutral ground and the fans aren't told about it, because the game has to go ahead to finish the season. We can't have the season finish and that game hasn't been played unless they take the points off of us or award them to Liverpool. Something has to happen. But that would be my lineup. My prediction for tomorrow, I'm going to go 3-1 to Manchester United. Villa, I think they're a very solid team. Grealish obviously still missing for them. Defensively, I don't think they're not bad. They don't concede a whole heap of goals, but they are vulnerable. And I think we can definitely exploit that. But Cavani must start for me. Pogba must start. I thought Pogba had a poor game the last game, but he still would start for me. But I'd bring Matic in. I think he's more progressive than Fred and Scott McTominay in the mid. So either or with Fred or McTominay, but you have to partner one of them with Matic, in my opinion. Don't know if Ollie will do it. But yeah, I don't think... It's going to be interesting, as I said, to see the switches and changes that he's going to have to make just for fitness reasons and such. So, look, I think we will win tomorrow. Look forward to the game. But this Liverpool game, if it gets cancelled, I won't be silenced. I'm going to be speaking my mind as I did today, and people don't like it. But as I said, where's this interaction when I'm putting videos up for the community and trying to get match discussions going and such? Nobody's there. But yet, when you say something they don't like, oh, they're all there. So, it is what it is. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, with the confirmed lineups, and then after with a post-match recap and the player ratings. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.